Hello everybody, and welcome back to my Let's Play of Doom 3, The Lost Mission. From where we last left off, we have successfully survived the harsh environment on Mars, and now we're continuing on from our task from Dr. Myers to get the plasma inducer for him. You may notice here that there's pressurizing on this panel, because the air is like, well, how do I describe it? Well, the pressurization kind of works in the same way as like with aeroplanes, really, whereas as you climb up into the air, as you climb, the air pressure around the plane changes, meaning that we unfortunately cannot breathe the outside air like a cruising altitude. So that means the cabin on passenger planes must be pressurized. Mind you, on fighter planes, if you're up that high, you have to have an oxygen mask on your head. On your face, I mean. Yeah. Yep, I've got the plasma gun from the previous video. I think I'll save the plasma gun for one big case. Mind you, now we can have the plasma gun. Welcome! You are the folk heroes! I cannot believe I called the Magnus the frog hero. Now I'm sounding just like Principal Huggins in the Loud House when he discovered that Lincoln was the one who rescued them frogs. I mean, I wasn't sure what he was prattling on about, but if he keeps calling children frog heroes, then see what happens. Now where are we? Uh-oh. Oh no. Oh crud! I wonder if it's worth getting him to fight that commando with the chain gun. Nope, it's not worth it. No, that's not worth it. It's not worth my time at the moment. Yes, even the plasma gun does the imp leaping onto me. Or just leaping to me. Nice try, even though I've got brutally... Yeah. Ah, there's a help station right here. This is where it's... Oh! As I was saying, this is where we're going to get the plasma inducer. Here we are. This is it. There it is. The plasma inducer. Oh, by the way, I better save just in case. It's just in case if I mess up. Or if I die. Yeah, now we need to get out of here. Not before we deal with the bruiser. Mind you, it's hard to deal with him without the artifact. I'll do my very best. The bruiser you see here is the enemy that you often see in Resurrection of Evil. But it's easy to deal with the artifact, whereas this one is not. Okay, he's got the same fireball cannon as the Mancubus. I don't know how to describe him. It's like a cross between a Baron of Hell and a Hell Knight, or a Mancubus. Oh, stupid walls. There you go, that takes care of him.
I see you have the inducer. I'll unlock some doors so you can make it back through operations.
Surprised why they weren't in the original Doom 3. Mind you, the guys that id Software hadn't thought them while they were doing it. But they came up when they were working on Resurrection of Evil. Oh, not this time! Whoa, God! Is that how you want to play with it? Fine. Yeah, I'm doing so well so far without even dying. Actually, I nearly got away with that and bending the ink machine. I'm fighting the searchers. How many times must I... Again with the ceiling? Haven't they ever heard of using the door? Now what? Oh, just a regular zombie.
Over here.
Oh, that voice again. Ah! This isn't enough trick, is it? Oh, too bad he didn't make it. Oh, it's like what Dumbledore said, do not pity the dead, pity the living. Ah, yeah, Travis Folsom. Let's see what it says.
Travis Folsom, Construction Supervisor for the Exis Labs facility. We recently reached substantial completion on the facility's engineering sector and began work on the environmental systems sector early. At this rate, we should be able to impress the big boys up in Central Authority and score our completion bonuses. Last week I reviewed the construction documents and found another item where we can cut costs. My glass subcontractor mentioned the Moxum pressure seals for the exterior windows can be replaced with much cheaper Mixom seals. I submitted the alternative material selection to the base architect for review. On our Tuesday progress meeting, he argued the Mixom seals aren't up to spec. He complained that those seals are inferior and could cause air leaks or glass blowout. What the hell does he know? Pencil neck draftsman thinks he's designing a fancy hotel. Hey, guess what? I was building shit before he was born. Anyway, I managed to get the Mixom seals ordered. I bypassed the architect and talked directly to corporate. I showed them the savings and that sealed the deal. We'll be installing the exterior windows in environmental in a week and he will never know the difference. I'm so convinced the glass and seals will hold up that I'm gonna take a rocket launcher, test it on those windows and make me. That'll show the stupid architect. Folsom out!
Gee, even he sounds like he's from Texas. I mean, come on, what is so... Like what Patrick would say, what's so great about dumb old Texas? I mean, I still don't know how Sandy was able to hear that when she was on the bus at that distance. I mean, come on, buses just don't immediately come back. I suppose that may explain why I was hearing his footsteps. Ah, look, there's a med kit over there. There we are, there's the environmental systems. I remember this. I have to show. Yep, I remember.
Environmental breach detected. Please activate emergency shutdown.
I need to find a way to shut it down, otherwise...
Environmental breach detected.
Yep, I have to shut it down, otherwise I'll suffocate. From the environment outside Mars.
Environmental breach contained.
Oh, looks like the Revenant's coming down to face me. Mind you, it's best to let him come to me. I don't want to just rush out there and... There he is. Like I said, but let him come to me. No, he might want help again. I think that's how the Revenant damaged them glasses right there. So basically, it sucks the air out of here. You know, like getting sucked into a vacuum of space. Oh, you again? How many times are we going to see that? Man goes with a chain gun. They're more annoying than the heavy weapon dudes. Oh, I know this area. I think now's a good time to use a pistol on them. Pistol might be on weaker, at least. Even though I don't use it that often. Like I said before, I don't use the pistol that often when I go through the game. You know, I pick up more and more weapons. Okay, I don't know the codes for them again. What? Oh, great. And yep, who's the only one who can deal with zombies, eh? Mind you, if you watch the new episode, one of the new episodes of The Loud House, there's one of them where Lincoln and Clyde thought they were in a zombie apocalypse. I mean, it's quite funny when they were in Lisa's bunker, only to crack a passcode, but mind you, it turns out that the zombies were actually their dads. Not to mention, Lenny Loud Sr. was all like, "We've been chasing you boys all over town, yelling our voices out." To me, he sounds kind of like an old man when he's like that. I honestly don't know how Brian's the Panic managed to do that. Kind of sounded like he came down with the flu. He was talking like that. I think he's been doing well since Vicky, Ricky, Dickie, and Dawn. He's only the top Harper in it. I can't imagine what it'd be like working with him. Okay, if I remember rightly, there was a PDA around here. Like I remember in my original Let's Play of the Lost Mission. Ah, there it is. The Bernie Tooley. That's quite funny, that. Oh, great. He knows I'm here. No. Oh, what the? Who got me? It takes one zombie to creep up behind me while my back is turned. Ah, Lost Collector. Look at the trophy again. That's been a feature since the PS3. Oh. Well, that was a close one. Let's see what the codes are for this. Nope. Don't know why I use the double-barreled shotgun that often. I know.
This is Bernice Tooley, Operations Coordinator stationed in Exis Labs. I would like to file my third formal complaint to Central Authority about the problems with the work environment here in Exis. It has become increasingly difficult to be productive while construction is going on throughout the facility. The construction workers are rude, lack common courtesies, and are overtly sexist. They use our office space as an unauthorized shortcut and track dirt and debris as a result. In addition to their mess, they insist on drilling and hammering during our core staff hours. Some of them have repeatedly made inappropriate comments that clearly fall under sexual harassment. When I approached the construction supervisor to remedy the situation, he told me in no uncertain terms to mind my own business. Actually, his exact words were, "Don't worry your pretty little head about it." We are already on edge with the unexplained events occurring around the facility, and to add this insult to our tight schedule is too much to bear. If I cannot persuade Central Authority to take this complaint seriously, I'd like to remind them of Section 20, Paragraph 9 of UAC's Facility Regulations Code. It clearly states our employee rights, and we do not need this nonsense. I suggest you reprimand the individuals responsible and take adequate measures to ensure it doesn't happen again. Do not make me log additional complaints. Bernice Tooley, signing off.
Yeah, well, I've just killed there with a zombie that just got me by surprise. Mind you, you can use a shotgun to break your way out of here by shooting the glass. And I still don't know the codes for them. 805 and 806.
I hope this thing is working. Something is happening here, and no one knows what's going on. The power is going crazy. We can't communicate with Central Administration, and I've heard something like screams. I don't know. It was so disturbing. Okay, my assistant left me, and I'm all alone here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the network working, but the systems are acting just crazy. I don't know what to do. I think what was that? Oh my God. No!
Yeah, what you just heard there was an imp that killed Bernice Tooley while she was recording. Want to hear that again?
I hope this thing is working. Something is happening here, and no one knows what's going on. The power is going crazy. We can't communicate with Central Administration, and I've heard something like screams. I don't know. It was so disturbing. Okay, my assistant left me, and I'm all alone here. Okay, I'm gonna try to get the network working, but the systems are acting just crazy. I don't know what to do. I think what was that? Oh my God. No!
Whoa. Even she didn't expect that while she was recording. Imagine I better not. Whoa. Oh, come on, let me guess. Yep! Yeah, we got an archvile running the show again! Mind you, bring my big boy out. Suppose I remember this in the Delta Labs in Doom 3. Mind you, oh, it's flashing lights again. That never helped me in Hello Scream. Oh. Mind you, if you have epilepsy, I would avoid skipping a few bits. Nice try, buddy. But you have to get up pretty early in the morning to leave to pounce on me. Now what? Ah! Oh, it takes a combined effort of the magnet and the imp to kill me. Okay, I'm full on chain gun ammo so far. There we are, administration. Ah, I know. This is where the archvile was here originally. And he came all the way down to take me on. As you may remember. Whoa! That got me again! Let's use my grab weapon. Yeah! See? It does work with like grabbing fireballs, and mind you, doing that is a great way to save ammo. Like I keep mentioning. Mind you, you should watch like Acid Glow's videos on the history of like Dr. Betruger in Doom 3. Or the grabber. I don't know. You should watch Acid Glow's content on this channel. Yeah, I'm doing so good. Whoa! I'm out of it again! That was a bruiser. But luckily there are only 3 in this expansion. Whoa! Hey, I'm going back for some health. Can't risk taking him on at this amount of health I've got. Can't risk dying in the battle. Who's here? Oh, it's PSI, it's pressure. Nope, that's as far as I was going to get. Let's see. Let's check through here. No, there's no help in here. Nope. Why am I even wasting my time backtracking? Okay, that's where I got the plasma inducer. Gotta be a help station nearby. I bet the bruiser's gonna be wondering where I've been. Okay, this is where I came in. Oh, I know that. That's like a injection thing for your stamina. Yep, adrenaline. That's kind of like a type of drug that makes you run fast. Ah, there's it. That's what I was looking for. A help station. Definitely need that. I knew it was worth backtracking. Now let's deal with our third and final bruiser in this expansion. Mind you, luckily in Resurrection of Evil, the bruisers are only encountered in like the hobo sections. Now let's make our way down. Okay, that was... Now I have to go back again. I'm kind of fine with 92%. And that's a fair amount of health. Okay, nice and steady. the pump active? Ah, I remember now. From the original Doom 3 fill pump system and second level. Okay, I'm not going to reactivate that. Now let's hit that. Get this over with. Okay, I've already used up all the health stations, but I think it's worth fiddling around with the lockers. Mind you, I better save just in case again. It's just in case if I die. So you can never be too careful when it comes to things like this. Whoa! Yeah. I guess you can't go beyond that. Now where'd he go? Is he dead? Nope. Thought he was. Oh. Don't know how I managed to do this without the artifact. He almost gave me a heart attack. Okay, I can't go in there. There he is. Don't know how he managed to survive all the horrifying ordeals. Oh yeah, I have to put this in here. Kind of similar to what we do with Ian McCormick.
Excellent. You're back. The Inducer is working perfectly, and the teleporter is ready for transport. Here's the situation. There's a teleporter outpost in the other dimension, and it's still operational. It's very powerful, and it has a range that could lead those demons all the way to Earth. I would disable it myself, but it requires 2 people to do it. One person at the outpost to initiate the teleporter, and another person here to transmit a power surge to destroy it. I know it's a lot to ask, but you'll need to go to the other dimension, find the remote outpost, and initiate the startup sequence. You're our only hope of defeating this evil. I've got the teleporter ready to go. All you need to do is go into the chamber and initiate the sequence. I'll handle the rest from here. But before you go, I want to give you my personal account of what happened here. It explains everything. The advanced teleporter, how the madness started, everything. It's over there on the console. Please take it. The world needs to know the truth. And good luck.
Yeah, this is kind of like what Ian McCormick did when he gave us this video of this. And before we head in there...
Decontamination process started. Decontamination complete.
Mind you, before we end this, let's watch this video that he made. I try my best not to cough, because it's very distracting. Here we go again. It's just like I did before in my original Let's Play of this. Are you ready to listen? Here we go.
My name is Dr. Richard Myers, and I'm a research specialist stationed in Nexus Labs. I don't know who'll be hearing this, but I wanted to alert someone of the disaster at Mars City. What has been unleashed across this base is an unimaginable evil, and we only have a slight chance of stopping it. The research I participated in was the next step in teleportation. To give context to my research, back in 2115, UAC researchers discovered an ancient Martian civilization. At the Urbis dig site, they found a Martian teleportation device. It was non-functional, and all attempts to start it proved fruitless. It took many years, but the researchers managed to learn enough from the device and other wall carvings to reverse engineer it. The first prototype teleporter, codenamed Project Mercury, was built in Delta Labs and became operational in 2139. This teleporter was only capable of short distance travel and limited quantities of matter transference. It could only teleport a single test subject, small animals and chimps usually, across a room. Once testing intensified and technical data increased, we were able to fabricate more powerful teleporters. In Delta Labs Sector 3, Project Gemini managed to increase teleportation across greater distances. In addition to the increased range, we found we could begin transporting human-sized subjects. It was during this stage we began to see the effects of opening up these portals to that strange dimension. Our scientific curiosity overruled the obvious warnings, and under Dr. Malcolm Betruger's direction, we continued experimenting. On Project Apollo, the engineers developed a room-sized teleporter in Delta Lab Sector 4. It was capable of teleporting a small-sized team to destinations on this new dimensional plane. The expedition teams began exploring and setting up small research outposts. We could only teleport small equipment with the Delta 4 teleporter, and this condition frustrated Dr. Betruger. Soon after the success of Project Apollo, plans were drawn and work executed on a new facility, Exus Labs. At Exus Labs, the goal was to create a large teleporter, similar in scale to the one at Urbis. It would be powerful enough to transport large equipment, even dropships, and eventually shorten interstellar travel. Betruger was so impatient on seeing results from this research, he had the engineers start work on the teleporter once the facility reached 75% completion. We had expedition teams set up a teleporter outpost in the other dimension to link up with Exus. It was at this time I began investigating the strange stories I heard over at Delta Labs. I managed to hack undetected into Betruger's personal logs, and what I found scared me to the core. Betruger became obsessed with the findings of this new dimension. He started to push experiments regardless of the human cost. His log entries into the occult and how to harness evil powers were truly frightening. The more recent logs detailed how demons, yes, demons, contacted him through his dreams, offering him unimaginable powers. But they demanded he find a way to help them reclaim Earth. It was then I realized that this other dimension was hell itself. By the time I realized his plan, Betruger had started the invasion. Since the Exus teleporter hadn't reached sufficient functionality, I assumed Betruger decided to launch the demon invasion on Mars without it. However, the Hell Outpost teleporter is operationally ready, and it's only a matter of time before Betruger decides to use it. I'm gonna try to reach Chief Engineer Rhodes in the Enpro facility to divert enough power to Exus, and with a little luck, create a big enough power surge to destroy it from here. I can only pray God will forgive me for my part in all this, and help me make things right. Lord, save my soul. Richard Myers, signing off.
Yeah, but what we heard here is Richard Myers was involved in the teleportation project and how he managed to figure out what Betruger's plans were. And anyway, let's head on over to Hell itself. There
I have
it
the
is.
teleporter sequence already configured. Just activate the main console. When you reach the outpost, I'll be able to communicate with you. Good luck.
Yeah, but all we have to do is activate this and... Hey, voila!
Systems activated. Teleportation will commence in T-minus 3, 2, 1.
Just in time for that. Yeah, that's right, we're heading back into Hell once again. We need to shut down the shut down the main teleporter that's already there. There we are, another form of Hell itself. And this is where I will have to cut off right here. But don't worry, I will continue on with this with the finale of this Let's Play. And so until then, bye!